Okay, I think we have a question over here from this young lady here.
Good evening, Senator Harris.
Good
I am
evening.
an 8th grade student in Mason City, Iowa. I was born in India and came to the United States when I was 1 year old, and today I would like to talk about my civil rights. Both my parents are physicians in a rural community, and all my life I've grown up thinking that the United States is my home. But recently I've come to find out that despite being in the country for 13 years, we are still considered resident aliens. We are stuck in a decades-long green card backlog. We live in constant uncertainty and fear of deportation. When I turn 21, I will no longer be dependent on my parents and will have to self-deport myself. That is the cost I will pay for living in this country for 20 years. My parents cannot get a green card for the next 70 years because of the country cap rule. I am also a dreamer, just like the DACA kids. I have no protection. My future is uncertain. You are proud of your mother and your Indian heritage. You could have been in my place if you were born in India. Senator Harris, you are a champion of the S-386 bill, and I want to give you a deep, heartfelt thanks for that. Can we expect a relief from you? Can you please talk to Senator Durbin to remove his hold on the S-386 bill so that we too can truly live the American dream?
Absolutely. That was really great. You did good. You did good. You did good. And that's why I know our future is bright. Yes is the answer, and to your point, I have been a champion of that bill. And but you know, let's expand the conversation, because the point that you made is a very important one, and you had the courage to stand up in this crowd of all these adults that you don't know at a presidential forum to ask that question. That's incredible what you just did. That's incredible. That's really a sign of leadership. That's leadership. And I will tell you, you spoke of my mother, who had probably the most profound influence on my life of anybody. And she had lots of advice, and I'll share with you some of it. But one of it is she said, Kamala, you may be the first to do many things. Make sure you're not the last. And that's about creating a path for others. And she also would tell me, don't you ever let anybody tell you who you are. You tell them who you are. And that's what you just did. But let's talk about immigration in a broader context, because there is also on this topic something that this administration has done that has, I believe, been consciously and intentionally about creating a hierarchy among immigrants. And saying, oh, well, if you come to the country with health care, then you're going to get one kind of status. If you're college educated, then you're going to get a certain kind of status. And creating a hierarchy in a way that's been about trying to pit immigrants against each other. And I'm never going to buy into that system. I'm never going to buy into that system. Let's be clear about who we are as a nation. Because again, real talk. Unless you are Native American, or your ancestors were kidnapped and brought over on a slave ship, your people are immigrants. And we have to recognize that this administration has been playing games with this in a way that's been about trying to scapegoat immigrants for the fact that this administration has done nothing for working people, and then starts to talk about, oh, the favored immigrant versus the disfavored immigrant. So I'm not buying into that either, and I say that to say that that is part of the dialogue that we have to be aware of and hear it when it's happening. Because that is a violation of who we have said we are in terms of being a nation of immigrants and treating all people as equal in terms of seeing their capacity and their ability to participate and to help this country grow. But yes, again, on the direct question you asked, and thank you for that.